talk more about that with our Jessica Le Masurier, who joins me from the UN in New York. Jessica, what more can you tell us?
Well, there's a lot of concern about that war between Israel and Hezbollah spreading into a broader regional war, and diplomatic efforts are underway here to prevent that from happening and to push for de-escalation. The Lebanese foreign minister expressed concern at a side event just yesterday. He said that he was disappointed with Biden's speech to the UN General Assembly because Biden didn't actually call for a ceasefire in Lebanon. He called for de-escalation. And he said that he still hopes that the United States is going to be able to help, and that the US is really the only country that can prevent this war from spreading further in the Middle East. Now, the United States says that it's coming here with concrete ideas for de-escalation that will be discussed in all of these bilateral meetings that are being held on the sidelines of the high-level talks. But there is a lot of concern here at the UN that really, as Antonio Guterres put it, Lebanon is on the brink and the risk of a broader war is really real. There are also concerns that Israel could potentially end up launching a ground invasion. Israel's ambassador to the United Nations, Danny Danon, said that that was not the case, that he did not expect a ground invasion and that Israel wants to see a diplomatic route. But there are fears and whispers among other diplomats here that really this might be what Israel could end up planning for Lebanon. So a lot of concern, anxiety around this situation and feverish diplomatic efforts for de-escalation.
And Jessica, a lot of high-level speakers already spoke yesterday at the UN General Assembly. What's on the schedule for today?
Well, we are going to be hearing from Zelensky. He gave an impassioned speech yesterday in the Security Council in which he said that really talks won't work with Russia, that Russia's going to have to be forced into backing down in Ukraine. So I expect that we can hear more of a similar tone from Zelensky in his speech. He's really come here to push his allies to support what he calls his victory plan, that plan trying to shore up more support for Ukraine and support for more incursions into Russia. But there is anxiety about that as well. And the Kremlin has called that plan a mistake, which will only make things worse. So all eyes will be on Zelensky. All eyes will also be on Sudan. The war is raging there and has been for 18 months. And it's a dire situation for civilians there. On that front, it's hoped that there could be some diplomatic progress this week. So slightly more optimistic on moving forward on de-escalation there with all of the world powers here together at the United Nations. And of course, the focus on Lebanon will continue today. We have a Security Council meeting at 6 p.m. Entirely focused on Lebanon, during which we'll hear from foreign ministers. We also, of course, have President Macron speaking here at the United Nations to the General Assembly in the afternoon.
Jessica, thank you for that. That's France 24's Jessica Le Masurier.